Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play UFO Defense in OpenXCom. So last episode was finally, dare I say, a bit of an interesting one. There was a base defense here. The alien was able to finally find where the Egyptian base was located. After months of trying to find it, they were not able to do it because of the mine shield inside its base, but they were to find it, zero it from where it originated, I think from France. And then we had a battle. I mean, we didn't really suffer a lot of casualty aside from one unfortunate blaster launcher mishap that were able to, critically wound the soldier that escaped my notice. There's actually a prompt, I think, that tells you whether the soldier was injured, but I didn't enable it because I guess the original didn't have it, so yeah, so I missed that. So unfortunately one of the rookies died. I shouldn't have really given her the blaster launcher to begin with, and it didn't really work out at all. I should just gone for the psionic attacks from the very beginning and not try to end it one turn. I was kind of, surprised, so I just wanted all the options open, and then blaster launcher was there, rather close, so I just launched it. Blasted almost in my face, but then it didn't cause a lot of that much damage aside from the casualty. Yeah, so it went all right. And before that, oh hello floater, okay, where are you? Yeah, so one of the things we can do is try to follow this supply ship and kind of guess where it lands, especially when you have hyperwave decoder. Where is it? Yeah, hyperwave decoder here. That's one of the things you can do. And I mean, after long stretches of things not really, interesting things not really happening to us, I was just more concentrated in developing the psionics to be ready to go to Cybernetic, which is Mars, place in Mars. Yeah, at least something very interesting happened, and then yeah, I mean, I got my Australian base destroyed because I wasn't prepared for ethereals to come knocking, and those kind of things still happen. So I mean, this game, while it does seem to present a bit of grind near the end, because part of the reason is I wasn't really prepared. If I had everything planned, it would have shortened the process of developing the psionics to be ready for the final big push. But yeah, I wasn't really ready. I kind of battleship floater infiltration. Okay, so floaters are actually active. Try the center here. Floaters, battleship infiltration. 2 infiltration missions by battleships. Guess one is I don't know where it is heading, perhaps toward India, and the other one is hanging around in Russia, I think. Yeah, so we have 3 Avengers. I lost my train of thought, but I have 3 Avengers now, so we can go up against these guys. If the 3 Avengers are to attack at the same time, the coordination itself is going to be a bit of a problem. Logistics, I mean. We have 3 Avengers, right? Or do we have 2 Avengers? Oh, we have 2 Avengers, not 3. Yeah. 3 is to come still. Actually, yeah, we almost have 3. We almost have 3. We have 2 already. We have the 3rd one in construction. In 10 days is going to be ready. Alright, so the base attack was orchestrated by sectoids of all races. I don't know why they'll be so interested in us, because I don't think I have really... I guess I did shoot their multiple crafts down, not even bothering to follow up with the base ground mission. And also, I think 2 episodes back we did attack their large scouts, so maybe that's the straw that... there's a red line that we crossed. Maybe it was a bit of a decoy or trying to draw us out to see where the base is. I'm not so sure. Yeah, so we have to be ready to perhaps return the favor, return the favor and try to attack their base in South America. I know that one base that we have right now identified in South America is staffed by sectoid, and it's a pretty early base. The aliens have set up their bases, I think South America first, followed by North America, and infiltrated every single country in both continents, which is unfortunate. So let's check our readiness here. 99, 43, 48. Yeah, so these guys need some practice, so I think I, deploy these guys. And yeah, okay. So we are at 21st of May. And these are the craft here. I don't think I try to intercept them, although I guess I can intercept these. I just see the base right now. Once again. Yeah, okay, so these things are being constructed. Takes around 23 days or so, 27 days. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in some personnel. I think I can still get a bit more soldiers. Around 10 more. Checking out the base information, we see that we have plenty of living quarters for the new recruits. Not so much here. I think we have around 70, 88 now. We lost one. But I'm not going to replenish the lost soldier here. I think we already have a lot we can handle. I'm gonna send some of them to these bases if the living quarters here are built. But then it's gonna take some time before we can reach that point. I like to construct away from the hangar and access point as much as possible, so I can build something here, but I like to at least leave a bit of a... I guess it really doesn't matter, but then I like to kind of leave these things empty so that the aliens' access to this point is going to be limited in a way. I shouldn't really have built this if I wanted to get a clear, straight down access to the alien entry point. I guess I can bury some of the... Yeah, I can probably bury some of the base design here. So I can... Let's just leave it for later. I'm sure that... I'm 100% sure I'm going to forget, but... Yeah, so these guys are arriving pretty quickly. They're just hanging out in the air at the same time. I don't know what they're trying to do. Supply ship, yeah, so we're gonna follow these guys. Not too sure about what their designs here are. India, right? Yeah, so they're hanging out in India and they're following the supply ship. Maybe they're trying to establish a new base. Now these guys are just, this guy leaves. Yeah, so these guys are kind of not really going to any specific direction or target. Now they also leave. Okay, so we're going to attack the sectoid base. Oh, they landed here for some reason. Okay, alright. So, yeah, India was infiltrated, so there is really no doubt that the aliens have something going on there. Right here. Can probably send some... Yeah, I can probably patrol. Send a patrol there. Let me see if I can send something. No, not Cydonia, although we have option for that. No, just... Can you go there and then... Select a new target. Nope. Just patrol. Well, I'm gonna send these guys to the base. Let me see if I can check one more time. We have 2 HWPs. And we also constructed recently the fusion bomb launcher HWP. I don't know how exactly it works, but I know that it requires ammo. I wonder how many bombs, fusion bombs, it can be equipped with, or it can load. Maybe similar to the missile HWP, which is around 10, I think. Alright, so we have all these usual guys, but then maybe I want to get some rookies involved here. Yeah, so these guys have been very much part of us, part of the squad. So I'm gonna get some rookies involved. Who's this guy? 41 firing accuracy, wow. Alright, so this guy probably should be sacked. Let me see, this guy, 42, not really that great. 48, 52. Susan Mueller, you're coming with us? Okay. I can sort by firing accuracy. Yeah, I can do this. Okay, any rookies with pretty good firing accuracy? Yeah, this guy is pretty good. Let me check. 70. Wow, this guy's yeah, nice. When I started out, I would consider these guys like star candidates or star soldiers. Yeah, I get 2 pretty good shooters and 2 middling shooters. These guys, I'm not so sure. I just test them for psionic abilities and be done with them after the result comes in. And need to equip them with armor. Let's give them flying suit. Yeah, just want to keep, you know, these things kind of organized, so I can give every one of these guys power suit and flying suit, but just want to know how many there are. Power suit, yeah, they don't need flying suit in base. Let me just, yeah, let's give them these guys with the flying suit. Maybe they require some sniping. They're pretty good marksmen, so yeah. If they give them power armor, then they'll not be able to use the full extent of their pretty good firing accuracy. Alright, blaster launcher 315. It seems to be okay, and I didn't change the number of psionics. Good. Laser rifles 15. Head plasma 16. Okay, looks good. So we're going to go up against the sectoids. Right here. Alien base number 2. It's one of the oldest base that I was able to find out. I don't know whether it actually the second base that aliens have built, just that I have discovered it the second time. Actually, I think it is the second base that aliens have built, because the later bases that I found out has a different number than the number of bases I already have discovered. So even though I only have 3 discovered, the new bases were like named 9 or 10. So for example, this one is alien base number 6, and this one is probably 11. So there are like 11 bases in the world. I have not really found every one of them, but then it is somehow counted as such. Just gives them a number that gives me the estimate of how much of infiltration and base building that aliens have been doing. Yeah, so we have like I think we have busted around 5 or 6 bases already, so maybe the number is still around, maybe the alien base number is around 6 or so, 6 or 7. If I destroy this, then it's going to be 6 or 7. Okay, so we have Susan Mueller, who's going to get possibly I mean, she's pretty brave, but yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure about giving her the blaster launcher right away, but it does give indication that she might be a pretty good psionic, because they are giving, well, I mean, not really, just giving indication she has potential, maybe because she picked up the blaster launcher for something, or game has given her blaster launcher. One thing that is one thing that I have to do is try to make sure that these guys do not have any explosive weapons, because psionics in the aliens, well, sectoids are psionics and they can surely control these guys if things do not go our way, especially for this guy, bravery only 30. So yeah, I need to be very mindful of that. Give them some smoke, because they're the rookies. These guys, yeah, are okay with the weapons. I think they're able to fend up the psionic attacks pretty well. Right leg, okay, sure. Rashid Mohammed. Okay, I think I clear this and then give him the medical kit. Medikit, because I guess the game apparently likes his medic potential, or thinks it's a pretty good medic, so I'm just give him all this equipment. Rashid Mohammed, 64 shooting, and bravery of 50. So I could probably take a flyer on this guy, but not right now. I just give him, yeah, this one again. This is still offensive weapon that can disable a alien. PX1, yeah. Okay, Rosa. Not plasma. Let me see. Yeah, this one. Give her this, and that's it. Ife. So this is one of the good marksmen. Just give him medical kit, and yeah, prod, stun rod, sniper, 32, 25, 50. I guess, yeah, I guess I give him this. I think he's able to at least resist attack or two before things get out of hand. Okay, so we have interesting, no HWP deployed here in this section. It's 2 HWP. Wow, this is something new. 2 HWPs deployed in one section. I don't know how that really works, but sure. I mean, something new, at least. Okay, let's have a look over here if you can. If I find anything. Yep, it's a Snake Man base. Wow, I didn't know it's a Snake Man base. Okay, so yeah, right. So no psionics here, but then the problem is there's chrysalid. I definitely thought that this was a sectoid base, but I was wrong. I was very wrong, and I need to change how I play things. Yeah, this can get out of hand if I'm not careful, so I need to be very methodical about this. So I'm gonna just run around this area and just get rid of this guy. And then yeah, throw this. I just try to destroy all the chrysalid that I can find and control. And you can lead this guy. Yeah. And watch over the Snake Man soldier. That's good. And now the second one is going to go the other direction. Seems like this is the northern part of the base. The northeastern corner, or yeah, northeastern corner. Okay, so how about if I go here? Okay, so let's not try to do too much. Just stay in the deployment zone and then set up our soldiers. Susan Mueller, okay, I think she can come down next turn. Can some of the soldiers here, the equipment is not here. It's in some jumble over here. So these guys can now get their laser rifles back, because there's no danger of being controlled, let alone psionically attacked. So I'm gonna give these guys the guns back, and maybe the explosives too. And ready to deploy next turn. I find some guy right down the middle, right down our deployment zone, which is pretty cool. I don't know how I was able to find him. Maybe it's chrysalid. Nope, it is a good old Snake Man. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was hanging around here, up to no good. Let me just drop this first. I don't really see any chrysalid nearby. Just okay, good. Yeah, more guys to control. Nice. Do I find anything here? Anything suspicious? One thing good about these aliens is that even if they're attacked by chrysalids, they don't turn into zombies. That's one thing good about these guys. They don't leave any garbage behind. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this guy is also danger. No danger. Wow, he missed our HWP. Good thing. Yeah, so chrysalids are now out and about. Dangerous situations. Okay, let's control this guy and then Send them the other way. Try to find more. Okay, come back and get shot. Snapshot. Okay, good. Yeah, and this guy, mind control. Let's have a look over here. Yep, you're doing well. Oh, right. Yeah, so they're crawling all around us. Oh, it was pretty close. Wow. Finally. Okay, so I guess we need to drop this. Yeah, let's have you move here. So the one HWP can look over a bunch of snake men. Okay, and can I find anything at the edge of the deployment zone? Nope. Okay, yeah, it's pretty worrying because it could be possible that the chrysalis can go up the deployment zone, but who knows? So I at least try to set up reaction fire. Away from the deployment area or elevator. I don't think they can... Well, I think they can still operate this elevator, so I mean that's what I'm worried about. Yeah, I knew it. Wow, could have been pretty crazy dangerous. Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I set up damn it, did I just lose a... I think I might have lost one of the psionics. Crap. Alright, yeah, wow, this is pretty bad. No, I just shoot him. Right. Takes a long time to defeat this guy, for sure. Okay. Oh boy, alright. Yeah, we have our work cut out for us. Let me see if I lost anybody. Okay, so maybe I lost PX11. No, here it is. Okay, let me just count these guys once again. Alright, so I organized these guys based on firing accuracy, so that's why I cannot really track them right away. There's 7, there's 2. Maybe I lost 6. PX1, PX11, 4. Yeah, it could be possible I lost 6. PX6 is right here, PX9, right. 8 is here. Okay, so maybe I lost like 3, PX3. I don't see 3 around. Which is really bad news. 3 was probably one of the premier guys. Alright, okay. So let's just get to this. Let's just try to minimize the damage here. Right. Okay. So this is central area. I think their stingmen are trying to come out. So try to expand from here. Okay. Once again, let's get to the southern area to see if there's any... Alright, so there's one skulking around. Okay. So... Alright. This guy, right, could have been controlled before. Snapshot, I need 30. I don't think this is enough to kill him though. Yeah, I missed anyways. Guess I could send him over here. And then... Alright, so there's a blaster launcher guy, so I could probably blast launch this guy. No, I don't think I will, but... Yeah, it's a big problem, this chrysalid. I think that guy is armed. So, let me see if I can... Alright, that's good. Wow, so they're crawling all around in this maze cave system. Interesting. Yeah, I think I should just get this off. Yeah, that's probably it though, inside this cave system. There's so many of them. So this could be it. Just look. Right over here, nothing. Okay, sure. I think we are done here. Okay, so one more guy inside that cave system. Didn't really suffer any consequences. And now this guy could come down. Let's check out the cave. Where did that shot come from? Just create the chain once again. Don't see anything here. Right, so there's one more guy inside. I think that was previously controlled guy. Okay. Yeah, definitely lost one psionic. That's really unfortunate. Okay, I think I saw one more guy around here, but cannot seem to find it. I think I should just get this guy over here and try to enter this facility. Okay, so first time a psionic was lost. Yeah, definitely didn't do a good job of managing the guys. It's kind of funny that I was talking about whether the crystals can use the elevator and then they use the elevator right away next turn. It's how the game works sometimes. Have a look. Peek inside. Nope. Oh, right. Yeah, so we've got one guy who was shooting at us last turn. This guy. Let me turn around first to see if there's any more guys. Nope. Alright. Drop this. Okay, now this guy can manage. try to overwatch this area because it's very important. And of course it's going to be filled with snake-men with a lot of blaster launchers. There's one. Okay, that was a plasma. Alright, so let's start with, once again, identifying these guys. Okay, yeah, that guy was hanging around, so could be problematic. I need to get this guy right here and then get shot. Let's see, snapshot. Let's have a look over here. There was one more snake man, I think, inside that didn't exit. The engineers are quite fond of yeah, they're quite insistent in staying in the room. Definitely lost a high-ranking psionic in the, perhaps not really top 5, but maybe top 5. Maybe I lost PX5. I see PX1 to 4, but not 5, so maybe I lost PX5. Which could be a big loss for us. Right, somebody's having a bit of trouble in mine attack. The job is to go here. Yeah, and then have a look inside if you can. Nope. Alright. I should have made it drop the plasma first. One more guy down there. Okay. Anybody else that I can control? Have a look. Alright. Yeah. Sims. That's it, I think. Okay, that was a blaster launcher. Alright, so who shot at me? Oh, hello. Oh, alright. So PX11 having a bit of trouble. I'm not so sure. Where was... I mean, this guy is apparently not armed. Didn't really damage this guy though, but yeah, kind of weird how this is. Kind of seem to... Oh, maybe this guy? No, I think that guy was already mind control before. Yeah, so let's get you over there. Oh, alright. Yeah, I think all these guys are mind control before though. Could have lost another soldier if I was unlucky. Alright. Yep. Gonna make them form a wall so that it can cut off potential attacks from the chrysalis. Do I see these guys? No. I have to enter the chamber myself. It's kind of far, but hopefully it does work. Okay. Yep. Alright. So a whole bunch of them. Blaster launcher guys. That didn't work. Maybe it's a leader type. yeah, the leader, and all of them are, as you can see, equipped with blaster launchers. Okay, one more. I think one of them definitely led off with the bomb. So Snake controlling it doesn't really take a lot of effort. Sometimes it requires a bit more, but yeah, I mean, it's not too much of a problem. So this guy was able to see, has a pretty good peripheral vision, was able to identify this guy. Still armed with the plasma. Drop this. Maybe we have seen the last of these. Let me just move these guys. I'm getting a bit paranoid because there might be some chrysalids still lingering about, hanging around in the elevator, near the elevator. There's one more guy probably in the top. Let me just drop this and then go up. Okay, yeah, so, well, I guess that's unfortunate for that guy. Yeah, there was somebody upstairs, but, or upper level, but I didn't really. Just wanted to make sure that I see the guy. Didn't want to pixel hunt or something like that, but it's okay. I mean, there was only one guy. No problem. I can just form a chain here and then let them all come out at the same time. Let me just, yeah, get this guy over here, delete, so that we can create a bit of chain. Chain. I love chains. I think I can see this guy over here, yeah. So next up, I'm gonna just travel this side, identify this guy, mind control. And over here as well. Leader can be mind controlled outside. I can probably, yeah, I think I can do that. Just look at this side. Okay, so still some movement that is not identified by us. This guy can, yeah, alright, so it's right beside him. Just let this guy over here so that blocks up the entrance. Okay, and let's form a chain once again. Yep. Where? Oh, this guy. Okay. And let Evertech travel and find this guy. Create a bit of chain. Let the same man, force the same man to come out. Kind of a big undertaking. Must be a leader type. Alright, let's all come out. The big snake man march, slinking. Alright, over this side, similar deal. Okay, that is a leader, commander or leader. Might run out of psionics because I lost one. That's it? Or a bit more? That's it, okay. Yeah, spend all the psionics from there. Okay, let's all have you move here. Oh, okay, so you can actually go up the platform here. It, there's a 2 level to this area, so it kind of works to evade chrysalids. Then I think all the chrysalids have been dealt with. There are around 3 or 4. There's another one that was been converted. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I can actually come over here because I can control these guys through the door or opening. Identify them pretty quickly. Alright, so this guy is going to roam around for potential targets that might have missed. Pretty darkened areas. And now this guy will guide our soldier. Do I have any other guys who can... Yeah, so this guy. Come out. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this base does not seem to be that complicated in terms of its design. Maybe it's an earlier design before the aliens, you know, somehow DIY home improvement fervor got to the aliens. And they designed all these different elevators and nooks and crannies that made it a whole lot difficult for us to track down the last remaining alien. Okay. Alright. As long as I don't lose the top 5 psionic, it's okay, I think. There's one more, yeah, okay. As long as I do not lose top 5 from each base, I consider that still... I mean, it's a pretty big loss. Of course, psionic being lost is thing to be sad about, but... sometimes, yeah, things happen, you know? Unfortunate things happen. Is that all? I think there's one more. 2 more actually. Wow. Alright, let's herd you all into one space. That was not enough. Alright, let's get all you here. Don't mind that guy. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Alright. Eventually they make it to... Oh. Yeah, I don't know how many of the snakes... How many snakes are in here, but there's certainly a lot of them. You just get out of the way. Okay, and now for this guy, just travel around here. Okay, how about this guy? Leader guy or no? Not a leader. Let's have you move here, and then this guy will follow. Okay, now I like to deploy some soldiers from here as well, but it's a bit too far away. Let me check what is happening. Yeah, there's a guy, right? Check the rest of the rooms. Okay. Yep. Alright, now this guy can just stay under. Plenty of opportunity for these guys to practice their psionic abilities. Yeah. Okay, so that guy... There's like a one snake man that has been very tough. The leader guy. But as he gets closer and closer, it's going to get easier and easier. Alright, so darkened guys are the guys who's not been controlled yet. Yep. I see that guy. Just going to bring them all here near the deployment zone and contribute to improving our firing accuracy. I can probably start doing it right now. That's it. Right. Okay. There's actually a guy in front of him. Okay. I'm sure that all of these guys had plenty targets to practice and increase their skills. Hopefully on the higher end of the scale. I think +6 is the maximum. Commander, right? If Chrysalis cannot take these guys and then create many zombies, could have been pretty crazy. All these congregated units turning into zombies and even more attacks forthcoming. I'm sure that there's a mod that, you know, enables that. Zombified aliens. Except the commander is able to sneak a bit farther. Or navigator, I'm not so sure. I think I can check whether there's any difference between the commander and the other guys. Let me see, leader and commander, it seems, yeah, the commander has a bit better stats. Reaction, especially. And the health is definitely improved too. Higher by 10. But then some of these things are... But it seems that there's no change in the accuracy. But there's a certain stats that does not seem to change when it comes to throwing accuracy, melee, and strength. Yeah, it seems at least some of the stats are static, and the soldiers do seem to have very similar stats. Probably the same stats. Yeah. So the soldiers, all the soldiers are created equal. Maybe they are clones. I think there was some kind of mention about that. Yeah, I think I did control all of them, basically. There's one guy here, yeah. Alright, so I think one of these guys can mind control these two. Okay, let's have a look. Right. Let's see, I don't think there's anybody. Alright, auto shot. Let's start. Snapshot. Missed. Right. Next time. Oh, you can actually see, yeah, some aliens down there. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, really just do token control here. Maybe just maximize the amount of experience points you can get. And yeah, just mowing them one by one. Let's have a check over. Not there. Okay, let me just get them. Yeah, just block the area. Okay, so these guys need some controlling. I just leave them for later because I need to control this farther away guys. Okay, so that was easily done. These guys, high units, control most of them pretty quickly. Nice. Alright, now then I guess I can go for these two. Alright, yeah, unfortunately it didn't work. Okay, finally. Hey, places to go, things to discover. I need to get over with this quickly. Quick as possible. Crystals are gone, thankfully. I'm pretty sure it's gone. And this guy can travel here. Or, yeah, here. Doesn't really matter, it's gonna take 2 turns to be within our shooting distance. Shooting range. I think there's a way to get them the waypoint and then they're gonna just follow the next turn as well, so I don't have to control these guys every turn. I'm sure there's a mod for it. Every time I think that there should be something that could be done or that could be improved, I'm sure that there's a mod for it. I think I can do aim shot here and then it's gonna turn. Yeah, no line of fire is fine because at least I did get the turret straightened out a bit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure, right. I think this guy's pretty decent in terms of shooting though. This guy could use some work. All I want is around mid-60s. That's the goal for some of these guys as far as firing accuracy is concerned. Yeah, PX11 has not been that great, I don't know why. PX7 has been awesome. Can I go around? Yeah, this guy has not been moving for a while, so it's not been touched. Okay. Oh my goodness, there's an elevator. I wonder if there's anything interesting going on there. Well, I found something at least. Okay, from here, can mind control these two guys. Yeah, there are two, I know for sure. And you do once more. Good job. Alright, come back down. Don't be surprised. There's some uncontrolled, still wild, and very dangerous and threatening snake men around. I think it's been taken care of now. Okay, so take no prisoners. Let's go and have a shot. Kind of funny that they're not panicking. Maybe they're just too mindless to even panic. At least this guy is allowed to use to have multiple opportunities. Yeah, it wasn't really successful. Let's get these guys now ready. Or processing. Processing is such a threatening, scary word. Flex your 99 psionic strength. Come on. You know, if I do not get to control these guys, might as well shoot him. With just a soldier too, no less. Soldier, no more. Yeah, we're kind of slipping. We're kind of getting a bit lazy here. We gotta get our mind strength ready or replenish our mind juice. Or else we'll not be able to face up against ethereals, let alone sectoids. It'll give us a bit of trouble in the last base attack mission. Although I like to not admit that, but yeah, I mean, it's what happened. Now, can I go around here and then bring them... Yeah, and then just... get to the rear, so that we can just drive them into the deployment zone, and this is where they're worrying. I don't think there's anybody, but we can check. Stun rod guy, I don't think that's a good idea, but... well, what can you do? Alright, let's just... Well, I can do mind control, just, you know, it's going to be easier now. Who is not controlled yet? This guy? Alright, so Snake Man party. Too bad about the other guys in the other deployment zone. Just check over here, nothing. Alright. Yeah, just bottle them up. Okay, so you have one auto shot available. Okay. I think that deserves a +5 accuracy experience. Okay, that's pretty bad miss, and also you didn't get to finish the job by stunning that alien. We need to log it back to our base. I don't know whether there's enough space for more aliens. But at least you got one guy at the end. Okay, so park this guy over here. And this guy over here, just to be on the lookout. Kind of getting paranoid. Commander, where are ya? Already been killed? I guess so. Or he probably ran away. Okay, so let's start this deal once again. Yeah, so numbers are thinning. Where? Oh, this guy? Yeah, there's really nobody. Okay, come back. Control 3. And let me just check PX3 if there's one. I think PX3 might be involved in shooting now. So I get this guy's a last bit of control experience, and then shut all these guys down and then see if there's any more. There's 5 here, 6, including this guy. Alright, let's have a shot once again. I think snapshot could work. Yeah. Just snappy shot. Okay, you turn around. At least I have the courtesy of turning them around before shooting, so they don't see what's coming. Wow. Okay. And I think also their backs are kind of not as well armored. The rear armor is, yeah, less, so they get killed easily. Another shot. Okay. Now this guy can also do a snapshot. Oops. Wow, I think he landed. Anyways. Okay. So commander is over there. No, commander is already done, I think. Done for. PX7, right? How about PX5 or... Yeah, I think I lost the psionic. I don't want to mention it once again, but... Yeah, that was a bad deal. That was definitely a bad deal that I put my soldiers through. Anyways. Let's get this, guys. Ready to go home. Okay. Maybe I should get the pistol next to get even more opportunity to shoot. Yeah. Okay, so it's a success. We got some Illyrium and all that. We have 20 aliens inside the base. It's a large base as far as the number of aliens are concerned. They were defending the base. One live alien recovered, the stunned Seaman. Power source entertainment, 56 alloys, okay. So yeah, pretty par for the course alien base. Right, so I think I can check who's not coming with us. Yeah, I think it's PX3 was killed, which was one of the best psionics we had, unfortunately. No longer with us. Yeah, gosh. But we got some accuracy for these guys. Plus 6-2. Wow, so he got best of both worlds. Yeah, it's a really good attempt for that guy. Okay, even PX1 in trying to kill the chrysalid got plus 1 accuracy. Alright, so we're moving up. But yeah, PX3 sniper too. One of the best psionics we had killed. I think I know who that guy was, whose name that was. Yeah, let's build a report. Cyberdisk autopsy. Okay. Cyberdisk is well shielded and is particularly good at withstanding explosive ammunition. The primary anti-gravity system is too badly damaged to gain any understanding of its functioning. I cannot capture it live though. I cannot stun it, right? Let's get a new project going. Let's get engineer. Yeah, so we gain more entries into the UFOpedia. You know, one thing is there will be more psionics coming along. I'm not going to stop right now with the psionic development. It seems that we have enough psionics to fill one Avenger. But yeah, still going to continue development and then increasing their accuracy and all that. But it's really bad that I lost that PX3. Yeah, it's leaves a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. It's bittersweet. Although, I mean, these kind of things can happen, especially when you go up against the chrysalids. It's sort by psionic strength, and you have, yeah, one missing. 46. Yeah, it was around 96 or 98 or something. It was really something big, but unfortunately, need to get a new PX3. Hopefully by next month, I get a guy whose strength fits right in there. I'm gonna wait until I rename everybody. Or I shouldn't really rename the. I think I should retire PX3 in honor of that guy. Interesting. Yeah, I joined. I don't know. I should probably find out what his name was. Anyways. Oh, he's still patrolling? Okay. I think I should wait until the patrol's over. Oh, there's a one base in Saudi Arabia. Okay. 14. So they're setting up bases everywhere still. Okay, I guess this guy can come back because, well, I mean, yeah, because we already found the base. Can probably the supply ship. I should have attacked it, but that's going to be the next episode. Well, once again, thank you so much for watching this episode of Let's Play XCOM UFO Defense. Please join us next time as I continue development and try to fight aliens in their homes. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned.